For this week's PTSD art therapy, we're going to be creating the paper mache bread. So if you want to see how I create my paper mache bread and listen to what I have to say about Hyperemesis Gravidarum, keep on watching. For this week's tutorial, we are looking at how to create the paper mache bread. Now, I did link the Hyperemesis Gravidarum with the bread for the bread of life because I really had to cleave to my spirituality. It was a real hard physical time, and so I went more inward, more spiritual to help me get through the 8 months. So what is Hyperemesis Gravidarum? According to Google, which I must admit, it's the most watered down version of my experience, some pregnant women experience very bad nausea and vomiting. They might be sick many times a day and unable to keep food or drink down, which can impact on their daily life. Excessive nausea and vomiting is known as Hyperemesis Gravidarum, HG, and often needs hospital treatment. So I think maybe I might upload another video. I'll do a little video on my experience with hyperemesis. Who's at risk for Hyperemesis Gravidarum? It is more common in women who are pregnant with twins or more. It is also more common in women with migraines or a family history of the condition. If you've had the condition in the past pregnancies, most likely you're going to actually have it in any additional future pregnancies that you have. And for myself, I did have it actually through all the pregnancies that I had, even though they ended up in a miscarriage. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you different mediums that you can use. This one here is white craft paper. The other one was the newspaper. And I have a toilet paper because I want to show you, I want to bake the bread. So I want to show you guys what that looks like. So we're going to make one in the white. Is having Hyperemesis Gravidarum put you at risk of a miscarriage? Women with hyperemesis have a lower rate of miscarriage, possibly due to the increased levels of HCG, which is linked to their symptoms in the first place. No research on women with hyperemesis shows problems with fetal organ development. So with myself, my doctor actually asked me to ask my mom because he said it's inherited, and my mom did have it and had a severe case. So guys, so now for the bread, what I want to do is make it thicker because you're not going to eat such of a thin slice of bread. And generally this kind of baguette is not this thin. I just added the paper mache paste out of glue that I was working on at the bottom to add slip to it, but then also to ensure that it sticks. Ends will do because it's a little bit longer than my paper. So we're going to roll it over. Works perfectly, very nice. To be one of the first to view my videos, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload my post every Tuesday. Now, one trick, as your bread is drying, you can just keep squeezing it. And I find that the texture comes out really cool. It makes it look really like bread, okay? So just keep squeezing it as it's drying, not too much. Once it gets a little bit harder, stop squeezing, you should be finished. Okay guys, so now what I wanted to create is one of these baguettes with the paper mache toilet paper because I believe it was the toilet paper that I used to create this one, which really looks good and it looks very realistic. So just so you have an idea of which one you can use. What we want to do now with this one is we want to, oh excellent, we want to roll this on. I'm going to use the white glue to kind of give it a little bit of extra stickiness. We literally can use water. How do you fix Hyperemesis Gravidarum? You really can't fix it. In my case, I wasn't able to fix it. What I was able to do was take diclectin, which reduced the amount of vomiting, meaning that I wasn't in the bathroom all day long. It just meant that I maybe vomited 10 times a day opposed to like 30 times or 10 times within the hour. But there are some things that you can do to help, which is eat smaller portions more frequently. Avoid foods with odors, especially the ones that trigger your vomiting. And then decrease stress if you can. And then they also say that thiamine is a supplement that you can take because it's reduced down in women that have hyperemesis. So guys, here our bread is finally dry. This one's extremely heavy, and that's because I made it a little bit thicker. I created different designs in the bread. So this one looks more bread-like. I put a slit and then I molded over and just kept smoothing it down so it wasn't really sharp. This one I put my finger in it, which it looks just like that. And this one I cut it and I didn't do as much. I cut it and I didn't do as much molding, just so you have 3 different shapes. Now this is a toilet paper one. This is the one that when you bake it, it's going to look bread-like. It's going to resemble this, so it looks more bread-like. These 2 are the newspaper, and they most likely will not. You can already tell, but I'm still gonna bake it and see what kind of bread it will resemble. And I'm going to bake it in the oven. I am going to keep an eye on it so that it doesn't burn, cause a fire. So be very mindful if you're going to try this at home. Here you have it. You didn't have to go and fiddle around with the color. It looks very authentic. If you want to show me any of your craft ideas, I do have my Instagram page where you are able to tag me in any of your projects. I also have my Facebook page where you're able to upload different DIY projects. You can check out the link in the description box. Now that you know how to create your own paper mache bread and you've listened to what I had to say about Hyperemesis Gravidarum, you can check out my paper mache earrings tutorials next. If you like this week's tutorial, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and share the content with your family and friends. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. And take care.